So it's come to this, huh? We gon' forget the intro, forget all the nice things. I thought we were a family. I thought we were bigger than this. I thought we were more important than this. When you signed up day one, they said, I'm going to do my best to make sure you're successful at doing your job. And in exchange, I would do my job to the best of my ability and continue to make this company profit. But what makes a company decide to go so hard against their own workers as to prevent them from enjoying just a luxury of a situation? It is, without saying, one of the only good things to ever come from 2019 to 2022 was working from home. For the small subsection of people that knew what that was before the pandemic, it was one of the best kept secrets in the planet. Now that everyone knows what it is, and Amazon, one of the biggest components of it and one of the biggest pushers of it pre-pandemic, during the pandemic, have now completely made a 180. A few weeks ago, we covered a story. I'll snap this video. We covered this story that they just wanted them to come in and clock in once a week, right? They wanted them to come in and clock in once a week. That was the request. Oh, shit's got real, because Amazon has now said, nah, take your slippery when wet, happy when I'm hot, mad when you not, ass back to work. 5 days a week. Get out them streets. No more taking meetings on Zooms with your camera off while you in bed in the sheets. That's a bar. God. I should have been a battle rapper. Man. But instead, I'm here to bring you guys the news. My name's Hero. This is Coding with Strangers. Let's find out why Amazon is being such a douche about working from home. Amazon is making its employees come back to the office 5 days a week. Ooh, that shit hurt. Amazon employees will be required to return to the office 5 days per week, starting January 2nd, 2025. We've decided. They didn't ask you though. Hey, we decided. Can I give my opinion? Shut up. You shut the hell up. No, I told you to think. Just come here and work, motherfucker. God damn. Remember, we're a family. We're a family. That's what they tell y'all. That's what they told you when they gave. Would your family only give you a 3% bonus, even though they promised you 15? And if that's what your family is doing to you, I suggest you like, share, and subscribe. Join the strangers. I'll treat you better. And for a little bit of change, I might do something strange. Hey, yo. We've decided that we're going to return to being in the office the way we were before onset COVID. CEO Andy Jassy says in a memo sent to the staff on Monday, employees have been required to work from the office 3 days per week since May 2023. Jassy says that if anything, the last 15 months we've been back in the office at least 3 days a week has strengthened our conviction about the benefits. Who is this benefiting? And I have a theory about why this is happening, but let's carry on. Jassy says that staffers won't have to be in the office to deal with things like a sick kid or emergencies. But before the pandemic, it wasn't a given that folks could work remotely 2 days a week. That will also be true moving forward. Employees who have approved exceptions will be allowed to remain remote. What's an approved exception? Would an approved exception be my child care costs $38,000 a year, but when they stay at home, it costs me $12,000? If that's not a qualified exception, are you willing to pay the differential? Who gets to decide? Is it HR? Is it a third party? Are there well-defined definitions? Is this the same or on a case per case situation? I find that strange. Jassy also says Amazon is upping the ratio of individual contributors to managers company-wide by at least 15% by the end of Q1 2025. He didn't explicitly say that it would require layoffs, but said we will do this thoughtfully. A major corporation doing something thoughtfully. It makes my ass itch just thinking about it. He added, having fewer managers will remove layers and flatten organizations more than they are today. Whew. Okay. There's a part of me that the part of me that knows why this is happening, and then there's a part of me that wants to go with the conspiracy. So let's put on our tinfoil hat. Let's put on the tinfoil hat real quick and say, is this an ego thing? Is it that we got it? Like these guys and gals are so miserable at work or have no power in their household that they feel the need to bully people at their job. It's far-fetched, but there's definitely people like this, right? We all know someone at our job that's like this, who knows the ins and outs of the company, knows where all the skeletons are hidden and where the shovels were for the graves. That one person who's on their second divorce and didn't have any real friends to invite to the wedding, so they invited work people. Talk about the separation of church and state. Let's keep family and work separated, damn it. But that's my tinfoil hat thing. Let's take a closer look at what some of the numbers have to say. This is Amazon's quarterly revenue since 2022. And as you can see, there is an inflection incline that is mass producing. And the one that happened in 2022 is not as sharp as the one that happened in 2023, while still going up, but also the predicted trajectory of the one for 2024 does not seem to be keeping pace. In fact, its inflection rate is lower, so meaning it will drag this overall down. And there's a number of reasons why this is happening. Amazon has had a host of issues as it comes to unionization and literally going through a massive forms of litigation. The FTC has literally had their hands on everybody from Apple to Microsoft to Amazon, Google. Lena Khan is literally the most destructive force in the government right now and is keeping a lot of these companies on their toes. Also, the EU and their regulations have drastically made it more efficient for what their laborers are requiring, but also what is being exported. The quality of it has to be brought up to speed. These are all great things. You're never going to see me. The companies, think of the companies. Go fuck yourself. Okay. We got people pissing in cans and bottles just to deliver a skim dress. And I'm part of the problem. It says you can get your shit in one box if you wait an extra day. No. I paid for my Prime on time. I want the package today. I'm part of the problem. But the one thing I'm not causing trouble with is the poor mismanagement of Amazon and their ability to burn money so quickly and not really invest into things that don't produce right away. They have this sense of urgency for return on investment with short cycles. There's no explaining why at the top of each month, each year, they have a canonical boost. What does that canonical boost do? What comes from that? What happens to that? How does that get there? It's not like they drop a new product. 2024, 2023, 2022. What do they all have in common? Amazon has found a way to create profit by simply laying people off, starting up divisions, divvying out the work to make sure that it's somewhat managed by other people. Because one thing workers have managed to do that is quietly being done, and I don't think workers even realize they're doing this, is to be overproductive. Workers are more productive. If we were to track, I'm pretty sure there's a graph or something for this, but if we were to track how much more productive people have become workers versus their salary cachet, the deviation of that correlation would be horrendous. But moreover, this is a substance of false revenue. By cutting people, they're creating profit, because that's one less person's insurance you have to start up. That's one less paycheck you have to put out the door. So on and so forth. Is it enough to congregate? Remember, we're only talking about the healthcare industry. We got a whole damn list. 400 positions, 400 employees, saving them a revenue of $420 million. Prime Video, they let go of 3 Twitch departments, another 27,000 people at factories, and another 20% of their administration in the Northwest main office and main campus, all equivocating out to, in 2023, to $3.9 billion. It can't be overstated. This is how they're doing it. This is how they're making their money. And I think the thing that's kind of like tragic is they will tell you to come back into the office but not tell you the reason why they're making it so. Because when they told you could leave, people left the expensive places of the Northwest to avoid paying their outrageous fees and prices and cost of living, and went to go live in dipshit Iowa, where they could literally be kings amongst peasants. Everyone in Iowa is not a peasant, but I've been there, so I can say it. But this is how they do it, because when a company of this capacity has to lay off more than 100 people, they have to make an announcement. But the trick is they don't lay people off. They give people an ultimatum. And when you don't make the ultimatum, you get fired for insubordination. They're going to fire hundreds, maybe thousands of people in order to make sure they make their profit, because their delineation, as we saw, is significantly off. They're going to make rounds to fire a massive amount of people for insubordination, for not coming back into work. And that's what makes this title, that's what makes this story cringe and very deceptive, because this is how they do it. This is how they handle their family when it comes to making profits. We're gonna be thoughtful in our reconstruction, is the words they use. I don't see much of anything other than sheer destruction going into this thought process and this action. But maybe I'm losing my shit here, right? You guys keep me balanced. Tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe. Is Amazon wrong for taking this away from people? Let me know. I'm interested.